Are you nervous?
Oh fuck yeah! I mean, edit that out.
Yeah.
Yes,
no,
I'm
we say fuck on this channel. That's okay.
We do?
Yeah,
Oh,
we do.
shit.
We say fuck.
If my wife sees it, we're shitting me fucking.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is like my best friend. We what 15 years ago we met?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were stationed in Spokane together.
Yep.
And yeah, a lot of military memories. But he is in town, and so I thought, wouldn't it be cool, because he's a big Halloween fan, and I'm a big Halloween fan. So we're gonna do our top 5 Halloween kills. What got you into the Halloween franchise? His name's Larry, by the way. I haven't even said that yet.
Yeah, I'm Larry. So, crazy thing is, I got into Halloween when I was little. So my mom was just totally confused on what kids are supposed to watch when they're like 6 and 7 years old, and they had the Halloween movie. Like, you remember the Halloween movie has like the pumpkin face.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I think there's a knife in there. But
My mom still doesn't even know I like Halloween.
She doesn't?
I don't think so.
Man.
I'm thinking about coming out and telling her that I like Halloween.
Oh my god. So anyway, I found this Halloween VHS tape, and we put it in, and I think we had nightmares for forever. Like, yeah. And Mom had no idea. But I mean, like, we could talk her to anything. I remember when we talked her into renting the movie Barbed Wire. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, with Pamela Anderson.
Yeah. Yep, she rented that, and I remember her standing in the back of the room. She was like, "What are you watching?"
Yeah.
Like, it was the scene where she was like on the swing and
I was gonna make a comment, but I don't want to go that far.
Yeah, it's probably not.
Okay. What was it about Michael Myers that made you like hooked in the? Was it Michael Myers that hooked you into the franchise, or Loomis, or what was it?
It was Michael. It was Michael Myers. I mean, dude's a ruthless killer. I mean, what's more awesome than that?
That's my guy.
It is. Yeah.
I'm a Michael guy. You're a Michael guy. So, do you like Freddy and Jason? Those guys, or?
Yeah.
That's staying in.
Not as much. I mean, I don't know. Michael's where it all started for me, you know. So he's like my roots, you know. But like, I never knew about until I met you, like the stuff about how. Well, I guess I did, like the Shape, how he was. He's even credited in the first one as the Shape, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I always thought that they should, when they redid the franchise, should go back to that original plot and name like the movie like the Shape. Yeah.
I actually said if they do a sequel to this new movie, I think they should call it just The Shape.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
That would stay true to the original franchise, and I think a lot of people would like that.
Yep. And we're going to get into our top 5 favorite Halloween kills. But first off, you saw the new movie, right?
I did, yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
Like as its own movie?
Yeah, as its own movie. Like, did you like that there were a lot of callbacks to the franchise, or did you think they got a little bit too crazy with it?
You know what? I liked it. I think they tried to stay true to like what Michael is.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'd probably give it an 8.
There you go.
It was good. Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah. As you guys know, I love the movie. Some problems have jumped out at me along the way after I've watched it a few times, but still, every time I watch it, I still have that those goosebumps and all that stuff. Yeah. Especially that first scene when they're at the sanitarium and Michael's on that like the checkerboard. Yeah, I still love that scene to death. So.
Yeah, actually, I like the scene where they're in the basement.
Yeah,
and like they have it set up to be they think it's like a shelter where you're gonna hide yourself or whatever, and then she's like crying. She's like, "Mommy," and then he steps up there, and then she goes into like full blown
the switch. Mode. Oh, I love that scene. I love that scene. Say what you want about Judy Greer, but that's a badass scene. Yeah, this is his first time in front of the camera, so he's doing a great job so far.
Terrible.
So we're gonna do our top 5 Halloween kills. As you remember, I did a top 5 Halloween kills probably a year ago. So I chose some different ones this time around, just to be interesting. So I'll start with Larry. Larry, what is your number 5?
My number 5 is Annie's death from 1978.
Oh yeah, that's an iconic scene. The car scene.
Yeah, I like that one because he's choking her and and it's just not getting the job done.
Yeah. This is gonna get really dark and cryptic, by the way, guys.
It's crazy. Yeah, like he's got his hand around her throat and she's like, her like legs are going everywhere and he's like, man, this is taking way too long. And then he just
speed this up.
Yeah, he's like, well, she's making noise, she's hitting the horn, and then he just takes the knife and just ends it.
That's it.
He's like,
that's a good kill.
Yeah,
it is. It got my attention.
I think he really found himself there.
I think up to like that point in the movie, You know, because it takes a while before you really start getting to the kills in the movie,
Right.
and then that one's like it's like fully unloaded. You know.
Right. Well, he's rusty.
Yeah.
You know, he's been in the sanitarium for a while,
Yeah.
and then
He hasn't killed since he was 6 years old.
right. Well, he killed the.
But he did kill
the tow
Freddie
truck.
Mercury at the beginning.
Was that Freddie Mercury?
He looks like Freddie
He
Mercury.
looks like Freddie Mercury.
Okay, I'm gonna do my number 5 now. I actually have 6, and my 6 and 5 are both from Halloween 2, both versions. So if I had to pick one, I guess I got to go Halloween 2, the original, the nurse lift, when the nurse, you know, she's just trying to find Laurie, and then all of a sudden, surprise, Michael comes up behind her and shoves the little scalpel right in her back, and then lifts her up, and then her clogs like fall off. So I love that scene.
Why is a nurse wearing clogs?
I don't know why. Are those clogs? I think they're just.
I think they're nurse shoes. but,
Nurse
like,
shoes, okay.
They look like clogs. Yeah. Yeah.
As far as like Halloween memes go, for some reason that's the one that I see the most.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you like that kill?
Yeah.
That's
It's a good
kill.
one. Yeah. Anytime you get lifted off the ground, it's pretty good.
Yeah, especially if it's by Michael Myers.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your number 4?
4 is going to be Linda's death in 1978.
Are all your kills from 1978?
No, they're not. I promise.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to go somewhere that a lot of people
Thank
are going
you,
to hate.
Jesus.
They're going to hate me.
Amateurs. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I like that one because he's kind of being a comedian,
Yeah,
you know, like this shows that just because you're a psychopath, you can still be funny.
Yeah.
You know, like he puts the sheet on and then the glasses.
Yeah, you know, say what you
Yeah.
want about Myers being like just this, you know, robotic type character, but the guy's got a sense of humor.
He does.
He really does.
Yeah, and I think it takes him. I think number 1, he was really discovering himself there.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, we talked about Annie's death where he's choking her and it's not getting it done.
Mm-hmm.
Then he like strangles Linda with the cord,
Right.
You know, and he's like, what works best for me,
Yeah.
right?
And that was after the Annie death.
Yeah, that was after.
So
he's like, I'm gonna go down an avenue of really trying to of self discovery here, and then I'm glad he went with the knife and stuff like that. But you know, maybe he could.
That's a creepy scene too,
phone
especially
kill.
like when she's on the phone and then he walks up to her, and then when the sheet comes off of his face, and then he like picks up the phone.
Right.
That's just a creepy ass.
It is
scene.
creepy.
My number 4 is the radio DJ from Halloween 6. I just find that kill very funny, you know, because Barry Sims. That's it.
Yeah.
Have you seen Part 6 in ages or
Oh
what?
God, no, I can't.
Okay.
I think it was on a Lifetime special.
I love
Saw
Part 6.
6.
So so you got Barry Sims, right? And he's just this. He calls Michael Myers a pussy, and so Michael Myers is in the car behind him, and he's on the phone and he's talking to his buddy, and he's like, "That Michael Myers pussy," and then all of a sudden, Michael comes behind him. And he doesn't just stab him once; he like stabs him over and over, and you hear like the grunts, and you hear the guy going, "Oh!" It's a really, it's one of those scenes where like the guy that's getting killed, you wanted him to die like immediately, and so it was like payoff.
Yeah,
It was nice.
honestly, I don't really remember that. I have to YouTube that one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
'cause I
That's a
don't-
good one.
yeah.
Halloween 6. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
While we're talking about this, let me ask you this: do you prefer Halloween H2O? Go ahead.
Excuse me.
He sneezed. Do you prefer H2O? How they kind of just ignored the whole Thorn trilogy plotline? You can be honest.
I mean, it kind of pissed me off a little bit.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. Thank you. Thank
It
you.
kind of pissed me off.
Okay, that's what I was getting at because
Yeah.
I'm a big Thorn trilogy guy.
Yeah.
But there's so many
Yeah.
different types of Halloween fans out
Well,
there,
they-
so I didn't know.
They did a lot of referencing of like Scream in that movie. you know,
Yeah,
didn't they?
that's what I always say. H2O feels like a Scream ripoff,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, like
So
the people that lived down the street, like they
Yeah.
told them to run to their house, which was like the same people from the Scream.
Oh,
whose
yeah,
daughter
like the
was killed.
McKenzie's house
yeah,
or
the
something like
McKenzie's
that? Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
What's your number 3?
This is gonna piss a lot of people off
Mhm.
because it's from Resurrection.
Oh,
That's
God.
probably my favorite. No, I'm just kidding. It's not my favorite, but
Now, was there a snake rattle before this kill?
I think it was going on during the kill.
Okay, good.
Yeah, there was a snake rattle, and then I mean we'll talk more about Resurrection and Busta Rhymes later, but
Oh my God! Okay. Halloween '78. Now we're on Resurrection. Okay, we only
Yeah.
have a couple to go. But
I
go
know.
ahead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was struggling.
Yeah.
So Resurrection, blonde's head chopped off.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one actually.
Yeah. Well, like, I think
that one.
she was in the room, and then the dude fell out of the attic, and she started
Yeah.
screaming, and then they're like, "Well, you're going for the Internet Emmy."
That is
So-
a really effective scene, actually. I will say
Yeah.
that because everybody's already starting to panic a little bit because
Right.
I think they think that somebody's in the house, but they're not sure.
Yeah.
And then Myers pretty much seals the deal because he comes behind her and just.
He does. But I mean, did they really take it seriously? Because I think Busta was walking around.
Yeah, Busta was walking around before, but I think they were little. He let him off the hook, and then all of a sudden, oh no, you're not off the hook.
Right. Yeah.
He's really in the house.
Yeah, like he walks out. You hear the snake rattle, and then he like lifts his knife and then chops her head off, and then it rolls down the stairs. So,
I never saw the snake at all in that scene. I heard him.
You're not gonna see the snake.
I never saw it.
Like the snake of Michael.
It's very Michael Myers' snake.
He is.
Okay. Yeah. Number 3 for me is Pitchfork Shish Kebab from Halloween 5. I like that. You got a nice little sex scene going on there.
Yeah.
And then Michael, I love that scene because it's so creepy in the barn. And you got Don Shanks just walking around in the barn, taking his time, and then he grabs that freaking pitchfork, and the guy's like on top of her, and he just like, bam, right. I guess it's not a shish kebab because it only goes through him. But then he like picks him up and just like throws it.
That's a good scene. I like that one.
Yeah.
I like the pitchfork kill.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
There was that movie. That was the movie where they started introducing the cult, though. Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's when the Man in Black started coming into the picture.
It started getting a little weird.
Yeah. No snakes in that picture though.
No snakes.
So number 2.
Number 2 for me is Michael killing his sister. Like little.
Good
Michael,
one.
Because
from 78.
Right, from 78. Like, but it's back to the original.
Yeah.
He's got the mask on. You can literally only see. And you know what? Actually, reminds me. Would it be cool to have a movie where it's all shot from behind his mask, from his eyes?
I would watch that. Kind of like Maniac. Have you seen the Maniac remake?
I don't think so.
The whole movie is shot from the killer's point of view.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good too.
Yeah, but like I love that one because it shows like it puts you in his spot, and he's walking into a room, and like he's like. I mean, he's psycho because he's literally watching the knife.
Nobody ever talks about that scene because they always think about Myers as a fully grown adult, but that's one of the better kills actually as a kid.
That's why it's number 2 for me. So I mean,
and I think it works so well too because at the time you don't know it's a kid. You think it's like an adult.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, do you?
No, you don't because remember at that beginning, the reveal of him being the child is a surprise.
Yeah,
and so it like freaks everybody out because you think it's like some teenager or some grown man just going in the house and killing. So.
Yeah. So number 2, Judith Myers.
My number 2 is going to be the hillbilly kill from part 4. Tough act to follow that one. That was a good one actually. Yeah. I like this one because of how visceral it is and kind of the behind the scenes story. We're in the final act of Halloween 4. We got Rachel and Jamie. They're in the truck, and you got this hillbilly driving them, and then Myers' hand comes through the window and grabs the hillbilly's neck and like rips it out, and there's like blood and everybody's screaming. And what I like about that is like behind the scenes, Mustafa Akkad was like really big on tension. He didn't like a lot of blood, but for some reason he was so into the scene that as they're shooting it, like behind the camera, Mustafa Akkad's going, "More blood, more blood!" He's like screaming for him to like just keep it going, more blood. So
that's good.
Yeah, that's a good scene there. So that's my number 2.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Number 1 for me.
Make it count. Go ahead.
I'm coming into 2018 with this one because I did, like I said, I gave it an 8.
Yep.
I really did love that movie, but when the doctor,
Sartain.
Sartain. When he's on the ground, and I've only seen that one time.
Wow.
I know.
I've seen it like 3 or 4 times.
I know. I got to get on it, but like he takes his foot and he pushes it through. Just steps on the doctor's face and it explodes like a watermelon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of emotion there, and he put on the Myers mask.
Yeah, you don't put on the Myers mask.
No, I mean
piss him off.
That pissed me off.
Yeah.
So
that pissed a lot of people off.
I think that
whole scene with Sartain.
Like they're in the car and then he stands up and you're like,
what did you think about Sartain as a character?
I mean, he was no Dr. Loomis.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He went villain, and they took villain.
I liked Dr. Sartain as a character, but that's because I didn't see him as a Loomis. I thought he was like crazier than Loomis.
Yeah,
like he wanted to kill. Like he wanted to know what it felt like to kill.
Right.
So but he is one of like the most hated characters in the franchise. So more people on your side on that one. And it's kind of a callback to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 when he does the head stomp.
Yeah, let's not talk about Rob Zombie.
By the way, guys, he loves Rob Zombie's Halloween movies. Loves them.
Hate those movies with a passion.
I remember you telling me about the first one because I think I watched like a screener of it, and I think you reached out to me and you're like, "Hey, have you seen the Rob Zombie's Halloween movie?" And I was like,
"I thought we watched it together."
I don't think we did. We saw the original Halloween together on the big screen in 06.
Yeah, Rob. I asked him about Rob Zombie's movie, and I wanted to.
You hated it.
I hated it.
I remember you were like, "This is not Halloween."
No, it was terrible. It's just I don't want to talk about people who live in trailers.
There are things that I hate about that movie. I definitely hate the first act
Yeah.
It's disjointed. I like the second act of the movie in some parts.
Yeah.
I think Tyler Maine's a good Michael Myers, but
I don't like the kid though that played Michael.
oh yeah, I don't like
Like,
him.
he's-
Dave Farch, yeah, I freaking
Dave Farts.
that's Dave Farch. I think it's Farch.
Yeah.
Fark, something like that. Fart. I don't know.
Yeah, he sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hated
Yeah.
that movie. Every bit of it.
Every bit of it, all of it.
All of it.
My number one is gonna be it's a Halloween 2018 kill, the bathroom kill. You got Myers coming in. He doesn't have his mask yet, and he's going after the podcasters, and they're in the bathroom. It's kind of a throwback to H2O.
Okay.
But they really go balls out on this kill, and he slamming the guy's head up against the stall, the walls. It's just one of the most visceral kills, and so his girlfriend's got to hear her boyfriend just getting killed. I mean, can you imagine? Like, you're sitting in a stall and you hear your friend just like getting the crap, just dying,
Right.
and all you do is hear it.
Does she know that's him though?
I think so. Yeah, because when he comes in, he says Michael, and I think she recognized his voice.
Yeah.
And so then then Michael comes in and strangles her, and so then you just like the camera's like on his face, and and he's like. He knows he's helpless. There's nothing he can do, and he has to hear his girlfriend die.
Yeah.
So
he's not wearing the mask in that scene. Though,
no,
is he?
he's not.
Yeah, he hasn't grabbed it yet.
No, that's why. That's part of the reason why I love that scene too.
Yeah.
You know, to me, it's one of the scariest scenes in the franchise, and he doesn't even have a mask on yet.
He like kills everybody at that gas station.
Yeah.
And then he walks out to the trunk, and then he's like,
just like slowly picks up the
yeah.
It's
like
an
he just
awesome
drank
scene.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did he drink a Dr. Pepper?
No, but like I feel like he could have been like.
Yeah.
He got down there, killed everybody, and he's like,
Doing my business. His business is good.
"Yep."
Guys, that's it. We did our top 5 favorite kills. Larry, how do you feel after your first video?
Not bad.
Yeah,
know,
it was fun.
I was
It
really
gets
nervous.
addictive.
I was really nervous at the beginning and stuff, and
Yeah.
then now I felt like I flowed. I mean, I guess we'll
Yeah.
find out.
So you want to do this again sometime?
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, guys. That's our top 5 Myers kills. Post your top 5 in the comments. Let us know which ones you like. Let us know which ones you liked of Larry's, and if you liked Larry's list better than mine. So, because I like my list better than Larry's.
Yeah.
So.
I buried myself when I pulled.
But
out
you don't like Rob
Resurrection.
Zombie, so you're probably going to get
Yeah.
their favor. So, and
Yeah,
my
that's
subscribers are the most awesome people in the world.
Yeah.
Seriously, they're like really nice people. You'll see in the comments.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, come over to Killer. Yeah, we'll just end it with that. Come over to Killer Flick. You know, fuck that. We'll just say trick or treat, motherfucker, on 3, 2, 1. Trick or treat, motherfucker.